What's up, XRP holders, guys? It is time right now to get ready. If you are still here right now watching these videos after I would say brutal 170, 180 day correction or sideways period for XRP, for crypto, you are an absolute legend. And I think that you have the chance to make life-changing profits here in the coming months. So in this quick video, I'm going to show you why I am basically all into crypto right now. What I expect short-term, mid-term. Is it a time to be bearish? Is it a time to be bullish? I'm going to talk about that. Let's get into it. First, of course, like the video. Can we get this video once again back above 1,000 likes? Would be highly appreciated. And let's get into it. So first off, I want to talk about the short term. This is XRP's 12 hourly time frame. So every candlestick here represents 12 hours in time. And the price of XRP and for crypto in general basically went sideways since the beginning of December. We are actually still trading around the same prices, currently at 215 or so from the point of recording. And what is interesting is that XRP is currently trading on top of a very important support zone. And if you focus on the bottom side of the screen, you can actually see the RSI indicator. And recently on the 12 hourly time frame, we dipped all the way down to 32, so basically very close to the oversold territory here for XRP. And let me show you what happened the last few occasions that XRP dipped significantly lower here on the 12 hourly RSI. So the last time was here on the 5th of May and XRP got a significant rally, and let me show you percentage wise what we're talking about here. So from the 5th of May we dipped into the oversold, close to oversold, and XRP's price rallied by almost 27%. Now there are a few other occasions as well. We had also one here, it was at the beginning of April, massive rally for XRP, basically almost 45%. And let me show you one more. We also had one occasion that was actually this one here, beginning of March. We also dipped oversold and XRP rallied by 34%. And you can do this for yourself if you go to the 12 hourly for XRP, and if you look at the RSI, and if you compare it with the price action, then you will see that each and every time when RSI dips into oversold here on the 12 hourly, we tend to see a rally to the upside. So 30%, 40%, sometimes 25, something in that vicinity here for XRP. So that is also something that we could expect here over the next few days or so. But I'm going to talk about the short term in a minute, so bear with me here in the video. Now, another interesting metric that I want to show you, and I posted this a few hours ago on my X page, is XRP open interest collapses from 3.5 billion to 1.55 billion since January. Market is fully reset. And what you can see over here, the open interest is in the color purple, and in the other color we can see XRP's price action. And you can see that since the beginning of January, open interest, so this purple line, dropped significantly, and we are significantly lower compared to the basically January, when there was a lot of retail interest. And that's actually a very bullish sign, because that shows you that the market isn't over leveraged right now, and that most greedy retail, I would say, left the space already. The next metric that I want to show you is XRP exchange supply ratio on Binance has dropped significantly since November. Holders are moving off exchanges, and here you can see this purple line from November last year dropped significantly to the downside, which means that the available XRP on Binance dropped significantly, and this shows you that there's a lot of accumulation still going on here if you zoom out. Now the next metric that I want to show you, and bear with me here guys, I'm going to show you a lot of interesting things here in the video, but is XRP whale behavior, shows distribution in December, January, exchange flows now at multi-months low. And what you can see is that the whale to exchange flow was significantly high in January, which means that a lot of whales deposited XRP onto the exchanges in January, and they basically sold, and right now we aren't seeing that. So this is a very healthy thing here. This shows you that whales aren't depositing the XRP on exchanges, and that shows you that they're still very interested in accumulation. They're definitely not interested in selling right now, and I think it's important that we follow along with smart money. And guys, before we continue the video, if you want to purchase, if you want to trade XRP or any other altcoin, I can highly recommend Weeks. The official link is down below in the video description. If you use my link down below, then the first 100 users will get a free 100 USDT bonus straight away only by signing up with my link down below in the video description. So basically free money. I can highly recommend this exchange. I use it myself. They have high liquidity and the fees are also extremely attractive. So definitely check it out if you're interested. The link is down below in the video description. But let me continue here with the analysis. And I know my screen is dirty. I will clean it after this video. But yeah, let me continue here. So the XRP centralized exchange volume is near a 6-month lows. Last time this happened, a massive breakout followed, and what you can see over here is that volume on centralized exchanges was massive in December last year, but right now look at this, guys. It dropped significantly and we are at significant lows, and this always happens prior to a big move in the market, so pay very close attention. Most retail left. I mean, if we look at the XRP search term on the Google Trends indicator for the past 12 months, then we can also see that we're currently very low. XRP Google search interest is back at bear market levels. Perfect, I'm buying more, and that is literally what I'm doing. I'm buying XRP, I'm buying Ethereum, I'm buying other altcoins as well, and I think this is the moment to scoop up while we still can. Now, in the immediate short term, the crypto fear and greed index flashes greed once again 56. Yesterday we were at neutral 50, so we got a slight reset, and that's why we also saw some upside in a lot of altcoins. I also purchased some meme coins, and yeah, it was a good day yesterday, but right now we are back into slight greed. So in the immediate short term, guys, it is a possibility to see maybe one more tiny dip to the downside to liquidate some people before further upside, and that's also visible in the liquidation heat map for XRP, because what you can see is near the $2 area, XRP nears a mega liquidation pool of $495 billion, guys. That is really significant. The current price of XRP is around 216 from the point of recording, but yeah, it is a possibility if we look at the liquidation heat map to see a slight wick to the downside. And let me make this another color. Let me make this black. It is a possibility, and let me draw it again, to see a wick to the downside to liquidate some people before eventually that blast off to the upside. So just be aware of that if you're playing with high leverage in the immediate short term. As I said, there is a big cluster here, guys. Price typically goes after the highest liquidity in the market to liquidate the most amount of people before it eventually reverses back to the upside. But overall, if you have that midterm vision, if you're willing to hold XRP for the next, let's say 1, 2, 3 months, I think you will be in massive profits. We are currently trading on top of support, so I do not expect a sustainable break below this region. A wick is always possible, but I do not expect us to close weekly candles below the $2 area again. We are oversold, guys. Retail is not here, and the technicals are screaming bullish, so pay very close attention to this. And also, if you're not already following me over on my Instagram, which I reactivated, I can highly recommend it. The link is down below in the video description. XRP updates, Q&A sessions, a lot of stuff. Check it out if you're interested. That was it, guys, for today's XRP analysis. If this was helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. My official account is down below in the video description. I really appreciate every single one of you watching. Guys, this is not the moment to flip bearish. The moment to flip, I would say, a little bit more bearish was late December, early January. Right now is the moment to be bullish. You want to be positioned, you want to hold strong. Maybe it's going to take a few more days, maybe a few more weeks, but eventually the reward for all of us will be massive. So guys, I appreciate you watching. See you very soon with another XRP update. Bye bye.